All right, we got a couple of kits to pack up tonight. Corey and Efren. 2 kits, ladies and gentlemen. 2 kits. How cool is that? Just had a very nice conversation with Efren. Do appreciate that. Nice little chat. Still disappointed on these 288 heads. Hey, Marshall. How you doing, buddy? You still understand? Don't understand Squish? How you doing on that? Sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. Hey, Pat. Still disappointed with these 288 heads. I mean, really, really. Ah, this one didn't have a ring in it. See, that one doesn't clink, but the other one did. Once it gets a little bit loose, once the wrist pin gets a little bit loose, Jake, good evening. What are you working on? Yeah, I have 2 more 288 heads here that have the same damage. Not as bad. Definitely not as bad. This one here, I think. See, I can still catch a fingernail on that. It's not amazing. I mean, it's not really nearly as dramatic as those 2, but the mark is still there, and it came from the wrist pin. Hey, Ken. See? So if a wrist pin is loose enough, you peen the plating, and it just it just doesn't need to happen, you know. James is present. Good. See, this one had the ring installed, but this one is much looser. So that's KS. They should all be KS. That's KS. Yes, it's Kobelschmidt is the brand. So I don't know. I mean, that just flops right out. See? Anywho. So these are 3 OEM kits. Which I'm just going to ship back because, yeah, because that's what I'm doing. Because I'm not running these. The thing is, you know, if you pay for a premium product, an OEM head, I'm just going to put the wrist pin in there. Guess what? That's not going to hurt anything now. You know? If you pay for a premium product, Jason Panther, how are you doing from South Carolina? How's it going? Matt, is the squish numbers the same for all engines? It depends. Right, the wrist pin rattles with every bump. So if you have a wrist pin that can rattle, it will. Makes sense, right? It's even more interesting, this one apparently didn't come with a ring. Nope, it did. Sorry, my bad. My bad. I have the ring somewhere. Maybe? Do I? There, here's the ring. That would have been funny. As in, like, funny, uh-oh. Put the ring in there, and now that piston won't move. But this will tend to move. All right, so let's get these out of the way for now. I just wanted to pack up some kits here for people. I'll just throw this in a Kleenex. I mean, hell, you can wrap this in a Kleenex, and now it's not going to damage anything, you know? Nothing. So I'm going to send these back, and I don't know what's going to happen, but probably nothing. All right, are we buffering now, or are we good? Hopefully we're good. Okay, so 2 kits. One for Corey, the other for Efren. Let's go and get those going. We'll do one at a time here. For those people that are interested in kits, they can email me. James has put up my email address. So, let's see here. Okay. So, Corey first. Regular old main kit. So we'll do that. I don't have my other phone up tonight, so I'm... No buffer? Okay. Cool. So... For those people that are getting kits, make sure that you deburr these thoroughly. I'm just touching them, you know, because these end up fairly fresh off the Mateo production line. just getting a little burr inside. These should indeed slide smooth all the way through. There's one. One, two, three, four. Nuts, washers. There's a kit. Okay, nice sticker. There you are. Again for Corey. Did Efren make it? I can't see comments right now because I don't have my other phone. It's charging. Nuts and washers. Okay. Gonna go in here. Do please reuse these, guys. These are really handy flat rate envelopes. I like them a lot. They've really worked well for me and for shipping to everybody. So Corey, that's for you. Sure, models are cool. Great. All right, now the 55 is very taboo around here, Bob. We're not doing 55s. No 55. The extra rods and sleeves. Careful, Bob. Yes, I know you'll fix anything. I know. We know that. Did I just put a double set of nuts and washers into Corey's thing? I did, didn't I? Oh well. Corey, you're getting extra nuts and washers. Whoops. Better too many than too few. flywheel side rod. There you go. This is for Efren again. Is he here? Tim, we feel for your family, buddy. Hey, you hang in there, okay? Any status from our field reporter? No. Hey, Edwin. I did hear from Mason today, but there was no specific report. There we go. I think that's an M12 rod. That'll be fine. So now we've got, those are the regular large and small sleeve. This is the 880 sleeve. And the 880 really just has like an enormous PTO bearing. So you need a larger sleeve to work with that. Hear that one happen. We'll grab a Band-Aid, guys. Hang on a second. Always do something. Okay, all better. Okay, Efren, you get 3 sleeves, 5 rods, nuts and washers, handles. Cannot forget this guy here. A couple of stickers. Sticker here. Sticker for you. This. There you go. All set. Hey, Steve. What's my favorite bar length? Off the cuff, 28. I didn't forget the stickers. Don't worry. Those will get packed up and put out in the mailbox tomorrow. Off the cuff, 28. Yeah, pretty much. Backseat drivers. I'm definitely bummed about the 288 stuff. But I'm also still waiting on the guys to actually contact me back from Husqvarna. Because there were guys that were supposed to contact me directly from Husqvarna, and they have not. Personally, I don't think that there's any excuse to have any mark on the inside of the head. That just falls out again. So marked them with the magic marker. There, now it's in there. The rest of this can just get packaged directly up. one. Two. Three. Where's the... Forgot to package up the darn wrist. Maybe this one. This one needs a pin bearing. I don't know where that went. Van friggin' tack. Yeah, well, it's probably in there somewhere. Either way. Okay. Three packaged up. Now I just need to find a box to put them all in. Great. So yeah, so that's disappointing. Justin, have you ever made your own cylinder gaskets? Yes, I have. What gasket material would you recommend? I've used Coke can. I've used construction paper. Depends on what thickness you need. Maybe you're going to need to give in and use the 288 cylinder. I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to give in. And I think I'm going to send these back and see what they say. Because I don't know what to do. I mean, clearly, I think Husky needs to know that this is now obviously an issue. But I don't think that this is Husqvarna specifically. This is definitely Kobelschmidt that did this, and I don't see why they would continue to package it like this when it's pretty obvious how to fix the problem and have exactly zero issue rather than a potential issue. Right now, the argument is like, okay, the piston's loose, maybe the piston's out of spec, and therefore the wrist pin is rattling around. Well, that's kind of silly because you could certainly have zero issues by just packaging the wrist pin separately. You know, why would you risk it? Manila folders, yeah, I would shy away from using something that's shiny on one side. If you're using paper, construction paper might be okay, but just don't use stuff that's shiny on one side. You might end up with a leak. Justin, it's no problem. Yeah, I would, if you have, I'll show you. So this is construction paper that I have. It's like 10 thousandths of an inch. So if you're trying to cut your squish down a bit, then you can use that. And you can see I've cut out for gaskets. Does it hold up over time? I don't really know. Most of the saws that I deal with have other issues, so it's not the gasket necessarily that ends up being the limiting factor. If you know what I mean there. Yeah, oh, they're not going to listen, Bob. Talk to Spike 60. They're really not going to listen. They're just going to keep sending me new heads. Up to them. Unless it doesn't cost me anything. Just keep looking like idiots, Yeah, it doesn't make any sense when it's so incredibly easy to just package that wrist pin in a piece of cellophane and throw it in the box, and now you've got your pin there, and it can't hurt anything. Yeah, Bob checked his whole inventory, so great. I'm happy that it's not damaging anything else, but to get this many in a row, that's not cool. Had a failed attempt at using the top end of 350. Used some 3-bond the gasket had, so ruined it when I removed the head. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hear you. Paying money for gaskets. The aftermarket gaskets work. You can use the aftermarket gaskets. They're pretty inexpensive. You can get like 10 at a time for pretty cheap. So, there's stuff I could do tonight, but I think that we're going to call it because I'm still not 100% here, which means I need to get rest. So I'm going to get these shipped back to HL Supply, and yeah. Yeah, you can get like 10 gaskets for pretty cheap if you get them aftermarket. Just get a whole stack of them, Man, I watched a video the other night. They used blue silicone. Blue silicone for what? If you're using gasketing material, it needs to be fuel and oil resistant, and blue silicone, as far as I'm sure, is not. Yeah, if you get gaskets from the dealer, forget it. They're gonna be too expensive. When I go on, if I go on Hustle.net, and you can get stuff from China, then I'll buy 10 at a time of those type of gaskets. Hey, Boneyard. We were just about to head out here, actually. I need to go lie down. We're just going over these silly 288 top ends. Is Sparkplug not wanting to seal? No. Use the color cutter for scrapbooking. Yep, that would probably work. So I'm going to call it a night and say thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks to Corey and Efren for buying a couple of kits. Those will go out in the mail tomorrow. And yeah, I'll get those in the mail after work tomorrow. So have a great night, everybody. Mike Lowry has built the Hustle 70 kit. No, I have not yet. I don't have a particular reason to build one. It's not out of question, but I just don't need to build one, Mike. If I was going to build something like that, I would definitely put the 090 top end on it. Preferably like an OEM top end. That would be cool, But then again, that type of saw, I just don't have need to run. The 394s are definitely as big as I need around here, So I don't need to buy anything else that's that big. And even if at that big doesn't get me that much more. So beyond a 394. Anyway, have a great night. Everybody, thanks so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we will catch you guys some other time. Enjoy your evening all. Take care.